Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm just knocking stuff over.
You're batting 1,000
Just
today,
getting ready.
Eckford.
Hey, you know what? How about that?
We're going to tell you how to get beach ready with your skin with Marc from BeautyMark in Yaletown. How are you, Marc?
Really good, thanks.
Marc,
So
how
let's
are you?
talk about our skin and melanin and how we tan and why we need to protect ourselves.
Okay, so the long and the short is that our body produces melanin from the sun to protect us, okay? So basically, you don't want your melanin to be active. And I know it looks really pretty and we want it to be...
Melanin is the tan.
The melanin is what your melanocytes produce to protect you against the sun.
Yeah.
So any color other than your natural color on the sun is damaged or it's not good.
Oh, but you know what?
Fiona, you're Irish, aren't you?
I didn't apply I was out of town.
Right.
I put on 30, but then I went swimming and didn't reapply. And we're going to be talking about the importance of all this kind of stuff today with these products. Where are we starting here, Marc?
Okay, well, we're gonna start at the foundation, basically, which is your sunblock, and why sunblock is really, really important.
Right.
Basically, it protects you from burning. So it prolongs your ability to be in the sun without actually burning.
And that's why reapplying is important, because you get a certain amount of time it'll work, but then you need to put it on again.
Correct, because this is just laying on top of your skin, and obviously water will take it off, or sweat, or perspiration, what have you.
Well, let's use this one as an example, because we've got an SPF 30. So what is the math there? What does that mean about reapplication and how often?
Okay, so some people have said that you shouldn't go any higher because it doesn't make a difference, and in some ways that's true. An SPF 30 filters about 97% of the radiation out, so going up even higher,
It's incremental after that point.
What it basically talks about is how long you can be in the sun without burning. So it's the math. It's if it takes 10 minutes for you to burn, so 10 times your SPF will give you 150 minutes in the sun without burning.
I gotcha. Interesting.
It's math.
Wow. So you have to think about this while you're having cocktails and out in the sun?
Or you just basically want to create...
Just reapply.
Just reapply, or wear a hat, sunglasses, a t-shirt, that kind of thing that will physically present.
So the sunscreen is the base. That's the first thing that you're putting on before anything else.
It should be the last thing that you apply, because anything else, if you put it over anything over top, it can break it down. So you want to put everything you want to put on, and then your sunblock.
Now I use actually one of these products here as it's a tinted foundation. It has SPF, but should I be wearing sunscreen on top of that as well, or how should I layer it?
Okay, that would be up to how it works together. The other thing to know is you can't blend SPFs together. You can't take a 5 and a 15 and make it a 20. Okay, but basically what you want to know...
You can't take a 3 and a 9 and make it 12. It just doesn't work that way.
Basically what you want to know when you are using a makeup with sunblock in it or a moisturizer with sunblock in it, it's not the same as using sunblock.
Okay.
You don't apply it the same way. You don't put the same coverage, and you don't apply it. This is great city, in the winter, everyday stuff.
Yeah.
Because you do, the minute you walk out your door, you're getting effects of bombarded.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people are careful about putting it on their face, whether it's their moisturizer or their foundation, but then they forget about everywhere else. So how often, just for every day walking around, people think they're going to the beach, they're going to wear their sunscreen, but every day walking around is just as important, I guess. So what should you be using for that kind of stuff? Well,
basically, you want to make sure you got protective clothing, you want to limit your sun exposure, and if you know you are going out, maybe having some towelettes that are SPF 30, if you can put this in your bag.
That's brilliant.
So
and these are purse size, Mike, so you can put them in your little man bag.
Oh, excellent.
So you have one of these, and then you can just use it. They're just one-offs.
That's right. It's a one-off, so you can get a little bit of protection. But all that to say is that you want to just be really, really careful and put it more than you think you need. They say, I think it's a shot glass, full of sunblock. It's not just a little bit of a coating.
Really?
Wow. Okay, now obviously people love the look of being sun-kissed, everything else. You have some tinted products?
So yeah, there's tinted makeup products, there's self-tanners. These are really, really great self-tanners, and sometimes we want that instant gratification. This is a new product that has 2 chambers. One has a self-tanner, the other one has your body makeup.
So this one is body makeup, so I'm really pale, so I would really have to do one of these.
Right.
But you can get...
You're looking Irish, Fiona.
But if you apply this kind of stuff properly, you get that nice sun-kissed look without damaging your skin.
That's right.
That looks good.
Yeah.
And then you've got the self-tanner on this side. So while the self-tanner is taking the time to work, you basically have the body makeup on the other side. So this is fantastic.
Nice.
And a lot
That's
of
a
people
really
think
cool product.
self-tanners are difficult to apply, but it is not the case. I mean, if you go into one of the spray booths, you're probably going to get it all blotchy and stuff, but if you know how to use this kind of stuff, you can get a really even, nice tan.
Absolutely. I mean, the worst thing is just washing your hands afterwards, probably, because you tan the palms of your hands. But yeah, but I mean, and you know, whether you go in and buying something from us, or you go to a self tanning booth where they spray it on, not beds. We're not talking about sun tanning beds here.
That's a whole other story they should do.
Yeah.
Okay, if you have sun damage, if you've gone out and you've forgotten to do all these intelligent things,
and you get a burn,
and you get a burn, or you've got some sun damage, you brought a few things along to
you have to remember when
alleviate.
you burn yourself. Okay, you are actually burning for I think it's 12 hours longer than the actual burn. So it's like any burn. If you burnt yourself on the stove, you'd want to cool that area down.
Right.
So you don't want to use lotions and things. You want to use cool gels, cool water, that kind of thing. So that's where an aloe vera gel would actually work.
That's a nice
great.
one. I like that, and feels so good if you have.
And what is this one here?
This is new, and I kind of brought it because this happens to be. This is My Face Works, and what they are their facial masks, but it's a mask, but it's as a facial.
And what is this mask going to do?
Well, this one's a cooling, moisturizing
So you
one.
say you burn your face, you go home, and you look totally nice.
Oh, yes!
But make sure you go say hi to the
Jason in Halloween.
Go say hi to the neighbors while you have this on. I kind of ripped it a little bit here.
It's okay. It's a paper mask.
And then what you do is you put this on.
What?
Yeah.
Give it here.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You're going there?
So
But how are you going to put on your onesie?
You put it on. And
I'm
then
going to put it on this side so I don't get too messy.
that's true.
There we go.
Yeah.
So you put it.
Sorry, I just burned myself today. It's fine. It's fine. The axe? Oh, I'm just cutting wood as well.
What you really
I have a
hope
sunburn
is that
and
your
I need to
fire
cut
alarm
wood.
goes off while you've got that on. Now, when we're talking about, this is all for adults here,
Totally.
all this stuff, there's a huge selection. Now, when we're talking about kids, we really just want to screen them from the sun.
Correct.
So we've got some stuff from your other store, EIO, that is great for the little kidlets.
So this is a bathing suit, but it's a UV 50 bathing suit.
So the sun does not go through.
The sun, well, I mean, up to a point, it's going to filter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the dangers that we think SPF is going to protect us, but it filters a large amount of the rays. But you know, at the end of the day,
this is nice because you don't have to slather your kid in a lot of these products and a lot of these things. You think I can get into this?
Totally. And
think I
these
can.
are fantastic for the little ones.
Whether it's sunglasses for adults or sunglasses for kids.
And these are like little goggles so they won't fall off their head.
Yeah, and super important, right?
And this is so rad when Mike goes to the beach. What is this here?
This is a UV tent.
That is so
you
great.
can go out on the beach and have the child in a UV tent.
It's not going to fit you.
Is it okay if I rip it a little bit? I'll buy it. No, I won't. Then some child will go without a sunsuit.
Now,
I could get this on, though.
The folks at BeautyMark have been kind enough to put together a beach-ready gift pack for you to win. If you want to email urbanrush@shaw.ca, you can have your chance to win. There's a ton of great products in here, so you too can protect your skin. Thanks so much, Marc.
Thanks so much.
I went
Have
the
a
wrong
good summer.
way.
You too.
should've
Once
gone-
again, you can
should've
visit
gone head
BeautyMark in
first.
Yaletown, or EIO. The kids store is on Canby Street. And when we return, it is time for some dessert from Chin Chin. Don't go away. Mike, really?
Uh-oh.
You're gonna get...
Oh.